queen of the plot. Hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock.
Hey guys, let's quickly jump into this video. There's not much to talk about when it comes to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If y'all been watching, it's just really not been giving. We also spoke about, there have been talks saying that the show is possibly, maybe it's going to cancel, because I'm going to be honest, it really didn't give what it should have gave. I think what they have a couple of more episodes to go, and it's just not giving. So let's just get into it. Now, with this last episode, we got the situation with Britt and Kelly. And I'm going to be very honest, because I know, sometimes y'all really be thinking about when I be talking about these people that I don't like them, which is so crazy because I don't care one way or the other. So I'm going to give my commentary on the situation. So with regards to this situation with Britt and Kelly, before I get into it, let's kind of get into one thing, because I kind of feel like Kelly was giving shady toward Britt for some time now. And it's interesting because they did come on as friends.
Are you surprised to hear that Britt is suing Bravo? I mean, whoa, that made complete headlines last week.
Yeah, I definitely can't speak on that, but I mean, it's very clear that some of us might need a little help with paying some bills, so who knows?
Oh, okay, so do you think it was like maybe a money grab type of situation? Like,
I think we're all thinking the same thing.
I know fans were shocked when they found. So Kenya made it clear she did want to be there at the reunion, and she felt like she should have been. Do you think that she deserves a seat there? I mean, do you feel like she deserves to be back on the show?
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely feel like Kenya definitely.
Well, I just wanted to show you all that little bit, when she said that about Kelly, basically saying that, I'm sorry, when Kelly said that about Britt, basically implying that, possibly Britt sued Bravo because she needed trouble, or she was having trouble paying bills. Now, it seemed that, Kelly had Britt's back. I'm just not sure what happened. I know in this previous episode, she said that Britain didn't support her during her divorce, but I'm inclined to believe that there's something else that possibly we just didn't see, because you guys are very aware that they are filming a show, and we just may not see every single thing. I really believe that there's something that we were missing, and I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give it to Britt on this one, because I really feel like Kelly was being extremely shady, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Kelly was the one that offered Britt to use her people. So how is it that you offer someone to use your people that work with you, and then you go back and tell them they cannot work with this person? So that is given something that, I don't know, Kelly. It's given hater, if we want to say that, because is it that, Britt was looking too pretty? Maybe she was looking a little bit better than you. What was it that you offered your people to her, and then went back and told them that they could not work with her? Because Kelly owned it. She said that she did it. And then she got sarcastic and says, well, what does Britt want? Does she want to use my gynecologist? Well, ma'am, you offered the people to her, and then she utilized them, and then you made it into a problem. So let's kind of get into it, because y'all know those episodes be, they be way back when. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys the audio. So let's kind of get into it.
What came back to me was that,
wait a minute, let me get it going.
Was that Kelly gave the stylist an ultimatum that if he's doing Britt, he can no longer do her. Like, yeah. And Britt was really hurt, and she felt like if Kelly wanted to not share the styles anymore, that could have been a conversation, and felt some kind of way that Kelly just gave allegedly the stylist, an ultimatum to just like choose or whatever.
We've always shared the same glam. Never a problem. Never. So, because once the makeup artist do the makeup on, that's major feature. And y'all see that? And you being a bad bitch and you being a bad has nothing to do with no. It doesn't. So how does it go bad behind a makeup? Long story short, Kelly had introduced me to her glam.
I don't go anywhere without my glam squad. And Paris is my stylist.
Yeah, they're booking out now.
Britt doesn't have a stylist, and I recommended Paris to her. I started working with the team. We go to Nashville. Kelly, wanted to do matching looks. I'm kind of a bad bitch by myself. I never really needed a role.
What came back to
Bad bitch by myself. I never really needed a role.
You don't do the matching.
No, this is about her idea.
Oh,
So I always on my birthday. You always took me alone. So she was like, girl, you know, let's bust this down. Let's tag team, whatever. I was like, okay, fine. They were cute. Yeah, they were cute. So I was like, okay. So then we get into Nashville. You know, they're working on her makeup too long. They're working on her hair too long. Her videos was better. And then she didn't want me to like post any. It got really weird. So her team was like, hey, Britt, Kelly has asked all of us to not work with you.
no. Whoa.
Stylist, videographer, manager, hair, makeup. You should behind that
Closed door stuff.
Yeah.
So you have to ask her, like, hey, is this true?
So this is what happened. So they all had a meeting. We all sat down. They're like, look, we love you guys. I know you guys are close. You guys need to talk it out before this gets ugly. They came to me. We did lunch. I said, Kelly, is everything okay? Did you really say that? She's like, I did, but I was just in my feelings. It was a lot going on at the time.
I didn't mind extending my team until she could find one. But at the same time, it's like, damn, do you want my gynecologist too?
Oh, wow. If isn't tell that lamb that's
I was like, then how can you really be my friend if you really hating on the background?
So, as y'all heard, Kelly offered these people to her. So how is it that you offered them to her, and then when she uses them, obviously she would have to pay? It's not like, Kelly is paying the bill. What Britt is saying is it seemed like Kelly became a hater, a hater. You're jealous of, some of Britt's videos and different things like that. But I mean, think about it. How is it that you offer something, but then when someone does it, now it becomes a problem? It's not like Britt went in search of everybody who was doing Kelly's hair, who was doing Kelly's makeup and, her clothes. Kelly offered these things to her and she utilized her team for the same services. And listen, let's just kind of get into it. Does Kelly's team just work for Kelly? Because probably not. So what would be the issue with them working for somebody that you say is your friend, especially after you offered them? So I think there's something else going on with these two, because if y'all noticed, it seems like they were distant. And maybe, just maybe, Kelly is throwing Britt under the bus because she wants to remain in a good light with the other women. Because I'm going to be honest, because I don't know none of these people. And I'm just giving my commentary. Kelly is giving snake. I mean, I'm just saying, because, girl, you offered these people to her. So I don't understand how now it becomes a problem. It's not like she looked them up and just started using your people. And then for you to make a comment like, well, what does she want to use my gynecologist? You actually gave her the information. So it gives that, Kelly will switch up for you in a blink of an eye and not really say what the real reason is. Maybe it's the situation with, because the cast is not really feeling Britt. I don't know, but I feel like Kelly is not being honest with whatever her true feelings is with Britt, or even what even happened. Now, we saw them crash out in the episode. Britt was saying, AB, you had this when you was with your husband. I mean, it went to shit, but I just feel like it was something that's been brewing between the two of them for some time. And it just kind of like, it was at that breaking point. If y'all noticed, Kelly spoke, Britt spoke to Kelly, and Kelly was like, in so many words, girl, don't speak to me. So I just feel like that there's something else going on. And it could very well be a situation where, Britt is feeling by herself and she's not really feeling like Kelly is a good friend. Now, if you guys recall, during the episode where they were giving to the people of Grenada, they had criticized Brit's giving, but I guess you have to kind of put it like this. If Brit is a person who's not used to giving, what she gave was probably sufficient for her because it's just not something that she normally does. Now, in that situation, was that an opportunity for her real friend Kelly to say, hey, girl, instead of trying to check her on camera? So I kind of understand where Brit was coming from on that, because it seems like Kelly was so protective, and then all of a sudden, y'all not friends no more, but you're really not giving us much of why. I mean, and let's just be honest. Kelly, Kelly has a stylist, allegedly. That's what she wants us to believe. But Kelly be looking a little crazy. I'm just going to keep it real. Even in the last episode, she had this damn cat eye that wrapped around her ear, which was given too much, team, too much. You don't need all of that. Less is more. Kelly is packing all of this makeup on her face, and it's really hiding her natural beauty because she's plastering all of this stuff, and it looks absolutely crazy. So until Kelly said she had a team, I didn't know she had a team, because I thought maybe she found her own clothes, did her own hair, and did her own makeup, because it really looks crazy. And I'm just really being honest. Now, Britt did post a video. She posted a video on her social media, and this is what she said in the caption, and it had me thinking that maybe it did have something to do with the way Britt outfit looked and the way Kelly's look. I don't know, because Britt posted this. Okay, y'all can y'all good. Y'all can see it. It said, and this is why they all mad. So was the issue because Britt's outfit looked better than Kelly's? I don't know. I mean, they have totally different bodies. They gonna look, different in different stuff. I don't know. But what is the real issue? Is Kelly giving hater that she just didn't want Britt to look a certain way? I don't know. But from what I saw, it was given very much hater, for the simple fact she did not go looking for the people that style you. You offered these people to her, and the moment she goes to use them, now you make it seem as if she's the problem when you offered it to her. So y'all got to let me know what